Okay, so this is 1.3D in college algebra, the fourth video. We're on page 53. And I think probably as I get going on these videos, I might get faster because I might skip over some of these examples. But gosh, I'm assigning homework that has to do with this kind of stuff, so I just want to make sure that you understand what's happening there. So anyway, marginal cost, revenue, and profit. So oftentimes the book will explain things in such a way that's a little bit tricky to understand, and hopefully I can explain it so that it makes more sense because you're hearing me talk through it instead of just trying to read it. Okay, so suppose that the cost to produce and sell a product is C of X equals 54.36X plus $6,790. Okay, so what I just wrote there is the cost in order to produce an item. This is just some random item. We don't even know what it is, but this is the number of items we're producing. Multiply it by 54.36, add 6,790, and that'll tell you how much it costs to produce the item. Okay, this is a linear function. Again, you know it's linear because there's no exponent on the x except, the assumed 1, and the x is not in the denominator position, nor is the c of x in the denominator position. Okay, so the slope of this, because it is written in the y equals mx plus b, the slope is 54.36. Rate of change, which is also called the marginal cost, is 54.36 per unit produced and sold. This means that the production and sale of each additional unit will cost an additional $54.36. Every time we sell a unit, it will cost this much. Okay, so if we sell one, it's $54.36. If we sell two, it's going to be $108.72. And if we sell 3, 4, it's just going to be that number, however many we sell, times this. So it's always going to increase by this much money every time we sell a unit. All right, so the rate of change is the same as the slope, and the slope is this. So the rate of change is 54.36. So a company produces, example 9, a smartphone, and the revenue for this new smartphone is R of X equals 89.50X, and the cost is given by 54.36X plus 6,790. That's how much it costs to make this guy. All right, and X is the number of smartphones produced and sold. So what is the marginal revenue for this smartphone, and what does it mean? Okay, marginal revenue is the rate of change of the revenue function. So what is the rate of change of that? What is the slope? It's always the constant or the number in front of the x. So the slope is going to be 85.5, which is the marginal revenue, which means that the sale of each additional smartphone will cost an additional $89.50. So find the profit function. So remember, this is the exact same thing we did earlier. So profit function, remember, it's P of X equals revenue of X minus the cost of X. Again, that's top of page 52. They give that to you. So let's go ahead and do this. Revenue, R of X, well, they gave it to us right there. 89.50X minus C of X, which is 54.36X plus 6,790. Okay, so that being the case, it makes it pretty simple then to just kind of do what I did before and take parentheses off, make sure I distribute that negative sign. Okay, subtract those two, and you end up getting 35.14x minus 6790. So that ends up being the profit function. All right, so C, I'm going to let you do that on your own, and we're going to jump to special linear functions, bottom of page 53 here. All right, so what does it say? There's a special linear function that has the form y, let me get my pen out here, y equals mx plus b. This particular special linear function has a 0 in front of the x, which means there is a 0 slope. Whenever you have a 0 slope, it is a horizontal line. It can be anywhere on here. It just kind of depends on what the b is and tells you where to cross the y-axis. And this is called a constant function because 0 times anything is 0. So you have 0 plus b, or y equals b. Whatever the y-intercept is, that's pretty much what you have, is that horizontal line. Okay, so that is pretty much it for that. The only other thing I can come up with here is when we did 0x plus b, but sometimes you might have 1x plus 0, or any number here plus 0. But in this case, we're just going to use 1, and that's called the identity function, because this goes away, and the 1 actually can go away, and you have y equals x. So whatever y is, x is the same thing. And in order to graph something like that, if y is 3, x is 3. If y is 4, x is 4. So you end up getting a line that's a 45-degree angle that goes exactly through the origin there, and that is called, again, your identity function. So that is it for section 1.3. Phew, 4 videos later.